This is Towers of Aghasba. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. The game is enhanced. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is an early access title that's on Unreal Engine 5. And it's interesting because typically PlayStation doesn't have like an early access program, quote unquote. And typically there's lots of games that are early access, but they don't really have that sort of a tie-in with them. But this one is a straight up early access game, so it is subject to change a lot over time. In case you are wondering, that's how all the early access games work. And it's a survival game, where I guess this culture is attacked, something like that, and yeah, you're doing all kinds of stuff. Cool. So let's try to figure out where exactly this Kenoru's amulet is. It doesn't really tell me, which is helpful. Like, it's on the map here, but it doesn't really explain where or what it is at all. So, not sure if I'm supposed to keep exploring this way and come across it, or if it's literally an icon on the map. Doesn't really make sense to me, but alright, we're just kind of rocking it. And hopefully we'll come across this amulet, which maybe is on the water underneath. I don't know. I've tried swimming around looking for it, but not a great start to a survival game if you literally aren't told what you're doing or where you're going, and it just doesn't make any sense at all, which is fantastic. Is it like up above? Oh, there it is. It's up in the air. Wow. I mean, yeah. Maybe I missed something where it's telling me where it's supposed to be. Anyways. What are we getting here? Well, since it's an Unreal Engine 5 game, and it definitely seems to have some level of scaling tech behind it, it's going to be something that's like a lower internal resolution rendering that's going up temporally to 4K. It's 60 FPS. You might notice some like little stutter things that pop up. Other than that, though, it does look really good. Like, as a PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced game, like, it is actually really quite clean, and the level of detail and fidelity is actually pretty high. And the water is relatively clear, but it definitely, there's some sort of, like, scaling thing going on in this that I can kind of notice. But it is one of the cleaner, like, games I've seen on UE5. If that makes sense. Like, it actually does look relatively sharp and clean, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's kind of the setup we have here. Okay, so story-wise, decades after the Shimu people were forced to flee their homeland due to the invasion of a mysterious force known as the Withered, the Shimu have returned to reclaim their rightful home. Isn't that exciting? The fantastical island of Aghasba. As a junior architect, it's your job to rebuild the villages of your once mighty civilization and nurse the ecosystem back to life. And then you talk to people and stuff like that. Okay. So I guess it's a bit of a reclamation after all the bad stuff happened. Traverse all kinds of different landscapes, see sprawling civilization setups, bizarre ecosystems, the infested Withered that have caused problems, and yeah, you can have friends, up to 3 friends to explore your island. Yeah, you can take on the Withered as a squad. Okay, that's great. This is when the real fun begins. Ooh, Amani Island. So now we must find this guy out here. The real quest begins. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. They put on the mask so that I could be anyone. And yeah, like most survival games, stamina, setup, gotta make sure you're keeping track of your health and all that, and it's going to be exploring a vast, visually impressive and unique world while still doing the typical survival things. We've got a new stone! Wow, that's impressive. It does look really clean, though. It's very, very crisp and sharp, which is not something you typically say for this type of game on the, I saw him T-pose up there. That's the thing you typically see for this engine being on console, right? I'm very excited to plan this village. We're gonna make a great village. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this village is amazing." This really is quite visually stunning, though. It looks really good. Just again, going based off of games that are running on this engine. Huh. I think this Pro is actually doing wonders for making this engine run a little bit better. Yeah, this kind of looks like that one demo they did for UE5 ahead of the launch of it, if you remember, like way back in the day, and it was like this kind of explorer going through rocks and stuff. Behold and Wasteland. Why do I wear a mask though? Seriously, I guess it's so that people can connect with me. I feel like it'd be hard to see out of this mask based on where the eyes are. Are the eyes on the bottom, right, and left? I feel like that would mess your eyesight up really badly. Most pathetic, bountiful paradise I've ever seen. Huh. That's funny. How come everyone else, they don't wear weird masks? Is it because I'm like young or something? Thanks, yeah, that's great. I've got a Breath of the Wild parachute going on. Woo! Woo! Well, that looks really cool. Yeah, great sense of scale. I like the color palette, even if it's dreary and depressing. I think it kind of matches what we're supposed to be having here. Farming village marker. Whoa. This is really large. This place cannot be moved or removed afterwards. Well, I don't know, I guess we could put it here. Can we, like, elevate it at all? This is perfect. I love it. If I build it, will they come? Oh, little confetti stuff comes out of it. That's really cool. Where did everybody else come from? They were just waiting for me to build this? Oh, they wear masks too. Okay. Is there like a timeline for how long this takes? Where are we getting all the wood and stuff? We bring it? He's Culkin. Oh, okay. Sure. I'm glad I did my job as an architect here. Combine items to craft. Wow. Wow, how genius. Why are they wearing outfits of straw? Is this a bunny man? Are you a rabbit man? So I need thatch, wood, and resin. Well, where am I gonna find this stuff? Now there's wood. What is that? Looks like a really grotesque little monster. Collecting the plant fibers. So am I making a hatchet or am I grabbing stuff to establish the village? So it says on the top left, I'm trying to make a hatchet, but in the town center, I'm trying to make... Oh, there's a berry stump, good. So I'm trying to make a hatchet before I make anything else. Where am I going to find more plant fibers? I kind of like the vibe of this game. This is a very, very beautiful survival game. Especially when you compare this to something like Ark, which is running off a similar tech and looks just terrible. This is actually pretty clean. A dead slim tree. Okay. It's time to craft a hatchet. Can I make an axe? Oh. Good. How do I switch to my hatchet? Okay. Nice. This is a very good looking game. I also want to craft a axe. I need fiber and wood. Which you think I would have collected by cutting those trees down, but I guess not. I am genuinely impressed by like the visuals and the look of this game. So it looks like we've got like Breath of the Wild type mechanics for movement. And it's sort of mixed a survival game. The visual fidelity here is fantastic. I need an iron shovel for that? Why? Can I make this yet? Is there a way to equip this as like a secondary thing or something? How do I add to this menu? Ah, there we go. I love the music too. This is very lovely. Look at the physics on that, am I right? I don't know, it's like a survival game. I'm really genuinely impressed by this. Still looking for resin though. Is this where we find resin? Is that resin? The Amani Theater. This is a terrible theater. It's like there's no space in the middle for anything to happen. There's way too much sitting. Like, look how great these rocks look. Holy. I wonder what's up there. I kind of just really want to go and explore in this area. I don't think I have common seed. I don't think I have any resin or anything. I don't know why it's saying I have this objective done. You know, that stutter thing seems to be only popping up when it's like saving almost on the top, on the right hand side there. That's kind of fascinating. Thatch and resin. A tent, okay. A stone shovel. Fiber and wood. We should probably make a stone shovel, I would imagine, too. That sounds like it would be very important. Takes a while to get into these types of games, you know, it's always like a lot of initial setup, but like visually I'm really quite blown away by this. The setting and the style of this actually seem really interesting too. I'd love to see this but with more of like colorful, vibrant part of the world, if that makes sense. It looks fantastic. It's just because like the palette out here is like really sort of like a greenish, like a cyan kind of like gray and brown too, mixed in with that. It's not like the most colorful and aesthetically appealing areas. But like the detail in the rocks and stuff like that, it's so clean for UE. I've not really seen too much of that on this console before. Yeah, so I need a shovel. fiber. Ugh. Ooh, what's this? Can I pick it up? Nope, not allowed. Tahi's hut. If you build it, they will come. Oh, and then I'm supposed to find stuff for this one too. Interesting. And then you can rebuild structures long lost. Huh. Very, very fascinating. Yeah, the water actually looks pretty clean, all things considered. That's what I'm wondering is what they're using, because it's like, it's definitely way improved over usual water implementations. Like, it actually looks really clean and sharp. Kind of curious about their scaling techniques that they're using. Yeah, all the trees and everything in this valley are dead. The guy was right, bountiful. Pff, yeah, not at all. I want to collect the deposit of like clay, but I need more thatch. Oh, that's thatch. I need more fiber. Because like obviously I need to get like resin and stuff. Cut down enough trees, we'll find what we need, right? I'm very this survival game's got me really fascinated by it. Look at the light coming in here. Beautiful skies too. Still need more fiber. Yeah, my character running around the countryside looking for fiber, you'd call me a crazy person. There we go. Now we can collect that stuff from the earth and the ground. I think it was up here, wasn't it? Oh no, it's over here. Shoveling time. Be cool if you could just hold it down and shovel. So that's clay. Oh, there was a bush right there that we could have taken from? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Flint and stone. But we need resin. It's a clay. I don't know. This is, to me, this is a really neat survival game. I think there's a lot of premise here. It's a little bit of a pain to get stuff that I need, but like I don't really know about where I'm getting stuff from, but it's kind of cool looking. I love the density of the rocks, the detail of them. It looks fantastic. Very, very impressed by this. I think there's a lot of potential with this one. Especially with the way you do the buildings, and it's got like a story structuring thing going on. That's a cute little creature. You got like a little charming music going on too. It's nice. Guess it's more about figuring out all the survival mechanics and like where to get what you need and where to find what you need too. It's the problem with these videos, it's hard to really show you the full scale of it if I'm not, you know, spending hours kind of working at it. Need one more thatch. I don't even know where I would find resin. Resin, where are you?